So a question is raised that the soul is eternal, the soul is immortal, the soul is spiritual, yet the soul is sent here in this material world, taking birth after birth in different species due to karma, cycle of birth and death, so on and so forth, and there's suffering at every step. Question is, why was the soul even created in the first place? How and why? Because if it's just meant to come to this prison, then what's the point? And a beautiful line is written, no soul, no drama. So, as per the Vedic Shastras, they mention that the creation, the origin of all existence is God, who is called Narayana, Krishna. He is the origin of everything. Now, this Krishna, he expands himself through various energies. He expands himself to his internal potency, external potency, marginal potency, and he expands and creates varieties and flavors and this and that. He creates his own expansions, what is known as the Vishnu Tattva. He creates his own Shaktis, different kinds of Shaktis which act in different ways according to his desires. In this way, he creates unlimited, innumerable universes. And he also creates the living entities who are his Vibhinamsha, separated, non different from himself. Small sparks, just like a big fire and small sparks. But he creates all this why? So Shastras mention Eko Bahusyam, that one God has become many. He has expanded himself. Why? For enjoyment. The purpose of this entire creation, universe, why God has expanded into everything is for enjoyment. Whose enjoyment? His enjoyment. So, Srila Prabhupada, in this small book, Elevation to Krishna Consciousness, chapter 4, he writes beautifully about this. He explains how, just like, parents, they get married, they have children. Similarly, God expands into so many varieties for enjoyment because there's no fun in being alone, there's no enjoyment. If you're a very rich person but you have no one to share with, why is the enjoyment in that? So, we have enjoyment in relationships, we have enjoyment with another. But there is no other than God. So God expands himself. Right? In that sense, he is also Atma Ram. Atma Ram means self-satisfied because he is enjoying himself only in one sense. So all of us souls, living beings were created for enjoyment and where we also experience enjoyment, happy times. But because God, Krishna, is supremely independent, when he creates us, we also have some independent. He is greatly, supremely independent. We all have minute independence. So Krishna doesn't force anyone, but unfortunately, we misuse our minute independence to want to enjoy separate from Him. Now we are built to serve, we are built to enjoy with Krishna. Just like a fish is built to be in water. But if one day the fishes say that, no, 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 I want to climb out of water, I want to live on the tree, so then who is going to suffer? The fish. So similarly, the Jivatmas by nature, by constitution, by natural disposition is meant to love and play and enjoy with Krishna. But due to our misuse of minute independence, we're like, no, 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 no. Let me try to be another Krishna. We try to compete with God. We see a small example in the material world. Father creates a big business and he has sons to take over the business. But sometimes during the course of growing up, the sons have a dispute against the fathers, and then the son tries to compete against the father's business. And it's just so much struggle. If only the son worked with the father's business, he can expand the business and both can be happy and enjoyment. But due to some ego, due to some competition spirit, so similarly, Krishna is expanded to so many jivas. And if he likes, he can control all of us in a heartbeat. But where is love then? Love means let people be independent, right? So we misuse our minute independence. That's why we are here. So souls are there, all this creation is there for God's enjoyment, our own enjoyment, our existence. Just like parents, they have children to and expand the enjoyment of family life. So simply Krishna expands as his own pleasure potency, Radharani, and he expands as all the Jivatmas to have that relationship in different rasas, different reciprocations. But the problem is the Jivatma has created, we have created our own drama by turning our face away from God. Therefore, if you look at it, the whole solution to the material world is so simple. Don't ask the question, why did I appear? Why did I take birth? But ask the question, why am I not actually surrendering to Krishna and serving Krishna, having faith in Krishna and living a life according to how He desires? But no, we are trying to find separate happiness, separate existence, thinking ourselves to be master. It's such a subtle concept, it's such a fine concept, but it's the very reason that we are experiencing all this drama in life. We are trying to create our own universe, our own my house, my nation, my society, but there's nothing like that. Love and serve and please Krishna, we ourselves feel so happy, and that's it. Go back home, back to Godhead, and enjoy with Krishna. No more drama, right? So we should be very fortunate that we are existing as parts and parcels of Krishna. We are also godly to the degree that we live a godly life, right? That we'll actually experience that and experience Krishna's presence in our life and that mercy. Hare Krishna.